everyone, this is Jim and welcome to episode 16 of our Minecraft Let's Play series. Hope you're enjoying the series and what we've been building and things, and our little thing that we started last week, our little villager island here is going strong. We've got plenty of villagers, they're still being delivered, so it's getting pretty full in there. We're going to have to build them some more houses soon. But first up today, I think it's time for us to move house ourselves. We've been living in a little hole in the ground over this way for a while now, that we moved in when we first started on this server, and I think it's time to move. Oh yes, I've made it. Whoop, wrong way. So even though I tidied this up just recently, I think it's time to move out. Oh, can we go in? No. Oh, we did. So as you can see by the little sign there, it was June, back towards the start of the June, that we moved into this little hole, and it's getting pretty full. So the chests are all starting to fill up, and we're just running out of space. So I think it's time we shifted house. And then the question is, where are we going to shift to? Well, before we built our big Lego man, I was planning on shifting up there on top of the little hill there, and big hill. And I think we're going to do that anyway. So I think we might just do a bit of changing of the base of the Lego man here and move all our storage into here. We've got a lot more space up here to work with. So if we just jump in here, and so I think this will become our little storage home for a while. Plenty of room for chests. It'll just be a basic storage, just just manual storage, no fancy sorting systems. We will do one of those one day, but for today I think we're just going to put some chests in here. But it does need a bit of cleanup. There's a bit of dirt still around. I think we'll put a little ceiling up at about that dirt level. We might even put a little mob spawner system up in there above us. That might work out pretty well. We'll see. First off, we've got to actually get ready in here. So it's quite dark in here, so I was just looking at some of the glass. Now we don't want to have this, the whole point of this base was to not be too obvious and detract from the Lego man. We wanted this nice and plain. So if we just put in some windows, just some grey windows, just to let in some light, but not to really overtake the look of the Lego man himself there. So if we just try some, so we've got grey and light grey. I think the light grey probably blends with the bricks better. Yeah, so I think that's probably the best way to go. We'll use light grey and just put some windows in, and then inside itself, I think we'll just level the ground and put in just a simple wood floor or something, and yeah, and cover up the ceiling, and move in and put a whole lot of chests. So let's get to work. Quick diversion. I'm out of birch saplings, so I've had to take a little bit of a sidetrack here to the flower forest where we've been before on the plains. We visited this ages ago. Haven't been back since, but I'm going to stock up on birch and birch saplings, I think. Alright, I just went ahead and finished. It's pretty simple little setup here. We've just got a lot of chests and trap chests next to each other. Some item frames in place already. We'll have more item frames. There's nothing in here at the moment. I'll move everything between episodes. I think you don't want to see me running backwards and forwards down to the little hole and back. Yeah, so just a bunch of chests. We've got room for expansion up the top row there. I just did 4 high here and 5 high there. yeah, pretty simple. We'll leave up there for later, I think. We'll have a bit more of a think about what to do up there. But we've got some access ladders at least to take us up if we need to. We'll need carpets to cover these guys, but we got no sheep at the moment. We'll have to. We've still got no sheep. Yeah, we'll have to take care of that another time. And furnaces ready to go. So we've got a bunch of furnaces. And on this side, I think we'll do. Now, if you haven't played with hoppers and furnaces, so you can put basically a furnace on top of a hopper, and then anything in the output will get taken out into that chest and into this hopper out into that chest. We can put a hopper going into the side there, and anything in here, for example coal, will go into the fuel slot. And then if I can find a block up here, and then we can put a hopper on the top, and then anything in that hopper will go into the top up here. So have we got anything to burn? Some spruce. There we go. So anything up there will then go into this slot here. So that's just how the hoppers and the furnace works. There. And so then all the charcoal we get should then come out here, just like that. So we'll put a couple of these here as well, in case we want to do a bulk glass or something and we can't be bothered just filling in every one of these. So we've got our front doors here, just out the front here. We'll have to clean up the stairs at some point as well. And then back door out this way, just to go out the back for future expansion. And some little side doors just down here. Again, I've gone with the leaves down here just to keep it nice, keep the jungle theme. And out here there's, be careful of your step. And then out to this side here, there's a nice little ledge over here, which we get a nice little view down here. But I think now it's time for phase 2. Phase 2 of our storage system. We're not just going to do this today. Phase 2. So we've got a lot of little farms going. Over the course of the series, we've set up a lot of little farms automatically happening or semi-automatically happening. We've got eggs, we've got feathers and cooked chicken, we've got our iron farm being collected over there, pumpkins, cocoa beans, cactus, and we've got little chests all over the place here, and it's a bit of a pain to have to go and check each chest when you need it. So I'd like to set up a system that brings all these things to one place. So we're going to build a little, I guess it's, what's the opposite of a distribution center? It's bring everything together center. So we're going to set up some rail carts, mine carts even, to pick up all this stuff automatically and send it up to a new building we're going to put up there, I think. Yeah, I've been just trying to decide where. I don't think we've got enough room to bring it all together there, but we do want to have a spot that's close to there, so we've got all our stuff near one spot at least. So we'll set up some rail carts, mine carts. What do I keep calling them? Rail carts today. Some mine carts to just come along every now and then and find the chests. So like for example our little pumpkin farm here. If we go up, so we've got a mine cart running here, but we'd have a second mine cart come along. Oh gee, that's a lot of pumpkins. Come and pick up these pumpkins and take it up to our center up there. Oh, and you might have noticed this here, by the way. I did start putting at least a floor on our big pillars we built the other day. Still not sure of the form of the building there, but I've got some ideas. I think it's going to end up being bigger than what I had originally planned, but we'll get to that in a coming episode. But as for our little distribution center, so we've got our manual storage now going to take place here. So I think the spot I'm thinking of is down over this way somewhere, just down here, this little spot in amongst here. We've got our villages up there, and we'll have our big tree that will eventually build up there soon. So I think this area here might be a good spot, I think. I think, because we're going to have lots of rails. Each one's going to come in separately. Just if we've got enough space. It's kind of has to be central, but I think we'll do it here. Why not? Decision made. So now, where to begin? I think we'll start with our pumpkins that we just looked at. I'll get some supplies and we'll get to work. Okay, so we want to have like a little rail tower, a bit like what we've got there, because there's room to actually have more rails going around that tower there. So I think this is a good spot here. I think we'll just not get too dizzy doing it. So something like that, and then of course, and it'll come up from under the ground down here, some of them, and so we'll then have orange stained clay. I keep forgetting I've got that haste 2 on the beacon there. We get to break things really fast. So like that. So each track will be color coded. So this track will be for the pumpkins, and then we'll have rails on this coming up and going around a little pillar here, and then somewhere up here, like one problem with the amplified, just got to jump everywhere. So somewhere that'll join on up here, and this will come across this way. With the rail card will come across here, and then we'll have a whole unloader system here, somewhere here for this. And it's probably not very clear at the moment, so I'll do a bit of cleaning up and get a few things in place, and then we'll take a closer look. Okay, hopefully this is a little bit clearer. So we'll have our minecart come up here and unload up here. We'll do the unloader in a sec, but basically our minecart comes all the way from down there, all the way around, up, and we'll empty here, so we'll have some chests here, and then I'll head back down all the way down. So down here I've got a little track, and there's room to have other minecarts go around this track as well. So for example, we could use green to come from the... Hey, stop that. I'm in the middle of something. We could use green for, say, to come from the cactus farm, and it might go maybe here, so something like that. Just below, we'll have to check the spacing. So we could have a few different tracks go around these columns up to the top there. But for the pumpkin farm one, it'll come down here, all the way along here, and we get to nearly there, the pumpkin farm. Here's the pumpkin farm. So there he is, he's dropping off some more pumpkins. And yeah, so we'll be able to then pick up all our pumpkins here every now and then. So let's work on the picking up part. Let's see, what are we going to need? So we really just need a hopper minecart there, just like that. So he'll be picking things up now. Look at that, zipping into the hopper minecart there. Nice. Now he's on a powered rail, it's turned off, so every now and then he will need to be triggered to head back and drop off the stuff. So for this guy, I reckon we might just put, say, maybe just a rail, an activator rail or something. We'll put a rail. Oh, I should have thought about that, shouldn't I? But yeah, so he'll fill up anyway. We'll put some more tracks down here, like so, and like that. And then so he'll be able to take that there, and when he gets triggered, so let's get some stuff. Detector rail, that's the one I'm thinking of, the detector rail. So we'll have, say, here and here, redstone going there. So we get some redstone like that, and then we'll put the detector rail there, like that. So whenever that guy comes along... Oh no, I want to see what he does. Ah, I'm stuck. Ah! Quick, quick, quick. Oh! Ah! Panicking again. Too slow. Oh, there he goes. So yeah, he'll trigger that. So as soon as he triggers that, he'll trigger this guy just to leave, I think. And then so he'll just get as many as he needs. However long he sits there and fills up with, he'll take whatever, and then he'll head back. So let's just do a quick cheaty and grab this guy. Oh, so much junk. So we'll put you there like that, and then get rid of those. So he'll come along and go, if I put the redstone in the right place, I have. Good. Always happy when that happens. And he's going too slow. No, he's in the right spot. Good too. Good. Okay. Whew. So this guy's zipped off this way to follow the track all the way along here. Now I've used the orange stained clay underneath there, so colour coded it for the pumpkins. So then he's gone all the way up there, and then we can do our little unloader system up here, similar to what we've got to empty the pumpkins. Ooh. Okay, so yes, now he'll unload the pumpkins there, like with the unloader that we've got on the pumpkins down under the ground there. So we need, let me see, we need some of these. We'll just do, so we've got the thing on the thing, track on the there, then we want to, we've made this a bit messy now, haven't we? We want to try and shift him over a bit. Whatever. Okay. So like this, we'll just shift him a little bit. There we are, that should be enough. So we want one, no, not enough. There, okay. Then we're going to need some supplies. We've got in this chest here, we're going to need one of these and one of these. So we need the repeater coming out, going into that block, and we just need a 1 tick. That's alright. Then we're going to need another block. Let's see. There. Oop. Shift. There we go. One there. We're going to need the redstone torch there. And then we'll get rid of that block there. But we are going to need another block on the top there, with the comparator facing the other way, like this, like, no, not like that, like that. There we go. And I think, did we need that? No, we didn't need that in subtract mode, did we? Alright. Whew. Okay. So I think that's right. We'll just get rid of that. We don't need that one. So yeah, so that's our little unloader system. Now we've seen this before, so we don't have to look too closely at it. We saw it when we built our little pumpkin farm, but that's basically it. Unless I forgot a bit of redstone on there. I'll have to check it. But anyway, once we get that sorted out, then the pumpkins will come in here, and we might put a few more hoppers down and have them... How full's he? We really want to have him empty out, don't we? I'll get us some more hoppers. Okay, so we'll put another hopper, maybe... So if we had our chests, something like... We can play with the layout as we go, I think, but have a hopper going into there, and then another one going into there. So then they should slowly empty that, which should then give space for the minecart to empty, and then it should zip back shortly, and we'll get all our pumpkins appearing in here. Preferably. So is he slowly going into there? Oh, I've got a trap chest down there, haven't I? Whoops. Let's change that one over. Oh, I did get a new axe. So I had an axe that was almost out, and I ended up getting a new axe. So there we go. There, that's better. There we go. Good, good, good. Okay. So a trap chest won't let things in if you've got it open or out. That's right, isn't it? So yeah, cool. So that'll be our system. We'll have to clean things up a little bit so it's a bit nicer. And then we'll have our pumpkins here. And then we could put like our cactus and our cocoa beans, eggs, all the other bits and pieces. We've got auto farming around the place. We'll make it look nicer, say have the orange stained clay here. A lot of these little tracks they're going to be hidden under the ground, but it would be nice to have some visible throughout the base, like tubes of things. You could see the rails going through, the carts going along the rails through them. Yeah, so I think that's the plan for our big distribution base. Looking good so far. Oh, and just briefly, I changed the hopper here for a chest. The way it was set up, it just meant that the cart wasn't fully unloading before it went back, so it'd sort of come up and there wasn't enough time for the redstone to go through and turn off the rail, so it zipped back straight away, so it wasn't unloading. So I put the chest there. I'm gonna have to learn one day why that works and why the other way didn't. One day we'll learn about redstone, guys. One day. Dear. Okay, well I lifted it up a bit, so we've got some space here for a number of chests. So we've got the pumpkins here, and we've got here the cactus will come in next to it. So as you can see here, we've got a second track now going around and around here. The green one just goes a couple of blocks above the orange one, the pumpkin one. This is the cactus one. So the cactus will come in and get dropped off. So the same system as we've got with the pumpkins is now for the cactus. And we haven't actually tested it yet because we've got to do some work at the other end. So yeah, we'll see in a sec. But as you can see, the track comes in. Now this one's a bit lower down than the pumpkin one. So the pumpkin one goes off that way, and the cactus one will go this way. And old cave somewhere. So it comes through here and then down here to our cactus farm. There's a bit of a gap just here, which I've temporarily blocked off. This will be a nice little garden one day, I think. And we're right near all those cows, as you can probably hear. So let's turn them down. Gonna have to move them one day too. So there's our little pumpkin farm there, and that was the chest that the pumpkins were going into here. So now I've got a hopper underneath. We'll go into the hopper minecart here. So this one's full. I've got a few leftovers here. The pumpkin farm has a timer that automatically triggers every now and then to send off the minecarts. This one we're going to do a little bit different. I think we'll just do it so that when there's a certain amount of cactus, certain amount of cactus in the hopper, we'll get a strong enough redstone signal out of the comparator here, and when it's strong enough we'll then trigger the powered rail underneath the hopper minecart there. So it will mean this has to fill up, which might take a long time actually. Well, this is how many we've got since we first built this, is this and this here, with a few more that I've probably taken and used already. So it could sit here a while waiting for this to fill up and then get enough in here to trigger this enough. So we'll put, I think we'll put a repeater, maybe, so we'll make it just signal strength 2, I think. So strong enough so that when the signal reaches here, and then we'll just chuck in a repeater there and put in the redstone then along here. So what does that mean exactly? So like that, and then we'll put that on there so we can test this out. So the more things the hopper has in it, the stronger the redstone signal will be out of the comparator. So there's 3 in the moment, and so we've just got a little, just enough to power 1 bit of redstone. If we put in, say, 16 more, okay, we're still 1. Put in another 16. Oh, there we go. So that was enough then to bring this up to 2, which then powers the repeater, so we get a full strength signal, which is going to be enough then to power this guy. So I think that'll be enough. So it means this will have to fill up first, and then we have enough to fill up about 30, 35 or roughly whatever it was there to then trigger this and actually get this to head back. So we won't see this one very often, but yeah, probably. How about we let him go? At least often enough to hopefully keep us with enough cactus up at our thing there. So push him back, and there he goes. Alright, so I think that'll be enough. We'll just see how we go, and then we can come back and hopefully this guy will unload everything for us. If we can get back to the base. Okay, just got back, and so the cart's up there. Let's grab some dirt, pull her up. He's still there, unloading hopefully, going all the way in. There we are. So these are trap chests to be able to fit next to it, so they will get a redstone signal and lock these when we open them, but while they're closed they should fill up. So we are unloading by the looks of it. Let's have a look in our minecart. There we are. Yeah, so he's slowly unloading as well. So we are able to put these two little systems side by side, which is good. It's going to be hard to actually build a building here because who knows how many more little farms we're going to build around the place. So we might need to keep extending this as we go. So we'll hold off actually putting a building around it for now, but I have put the clay here sticking out just to give a bit of an indication of what's in each set of chests, and we'll probably put item frames on them anyway too, I think. And that will do for today. So yeah, we've made a start here with our nice little, what's the opposite of a distribution system? If somebody knows what the word is I'm looking for, leave it in the comments. Because we're not distributing, we're bringing things together. So yeah, but we've got the start of a system here. So for next episode I'll just move all our stuff from the little hole that we've been living in and move it up to our little new storage system in the Lego Man up there, and I'll probably add a few more here as well. I think I'll move in those items where there's only one thing coming from the farm, so like our egg farm for example. We've only got eggs coming from him, so we can move that in here. But those other ones, I think we'll probably look at sorting systems and maybe do a little bit of sorting of things where there's more than one thing. So from our chicken farm we've got chickens, cooked chicken and feathers. Our iron farm has iron and poppies and some other junk by the looks of it. Yeah, so that sort of thing we might look at just doing some basic sorting systems to go up here as well. So there's the cart dropping off some more. Here's the pumpkin one, I think, wasn't it? Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't. Ooh, and I'll put my hat on. And yeah, we'll see you in the next episode.